Hey, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon to some. I wanted to come back on here and continue with this thing. I know the last few days things have been a little different. I've been traveling, been moving back, but I wanted to jump on here and come to you guys today and have a conversation. And the conversation wanted to keep this thing going and not only keep this thing going, but stay consistent with it. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, wanted to have the conversation under the title Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner. It's so much better to tell the truth than to try to maintain a lie. And I say that again. It is so much better, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, it is so much better to tell the truth than to try to maintain the lie. And I wanted to discuss that among some other things, but I hope everybody's doing well. Looking forward to people coming in. Try to get back towards around this noon time or just taking feedback from people, what time you guys feel like is best for me to do my lives. And I'll take that feedback into consideration as I get settled in my transition back home. Today is my final day in the military, so it's a milestone. Definitely it's a milestone. I said, what, 9,516 days? That's a long time. And I'm very appreciative of it. I want to personally send a shout out to everybody that I served with, all of my leaders that poured into me, those that I learned from. You know, there was some that I didn't enjoy working with, but I learned a lot from. There was also others that pushed me, and they pushed me. They made things uncomfortable for me, but I was so much more better on the other side. And those are the ones, all of my leaders, those are the ones that I want to make sure that I give a shout out to. I do want to personally give a shout out to a few people. Some people that were, I would say, instrumental in my development. My first section sergeant, Sergeant First Class retired Lymel Marzette. Just want to give him a huge shout out. Learned a lot from him. My second section sergeant, Reed Thomas, was never a dull moment with her. Appreciated her, and we're still connected to this day. My first platoon sergeant, Herman Spriggs, Sergeant First Class Deese. I mean, I can go on and on. I mean, my drill sergeant Brian Davis, drill sergeant Timothy Gore. There's so many others. And as I look back on it, my battle buddy, one of my battle buddies, recent battle buddies, Command Sergeant Major Devon McGivens, Colonel retired Karen Rowe. I mean, there's so many other people. Colonel Latanya Jordan. It's so many people that I've served with, that I've learned from, that has challenged me to be better. And I'm very appreciative of it. And I just wanted to just take that moment and give them a shout out for their contributions into me and my life and my development as a person, also as a soldier. But I'm so excited about this next chapter, especially about coming home. I really, not only I know without a shadow of doubt, the path that I'm on right now is God ordained. The Bible said the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And this is definitely a call that I answered, because 6 months ago, where I'm at right now it wasn't in my plans. But I'm here to do whatever, to answer the call and move everything forward. And just in the sense of continuing to raise awareness in the community. The one thing about it as a community, I want people to understand, is that as a community, as a collective, see, the thing about a lot of stuff, the thing about change, right? When we talking about change, whatever is it, like a lot of people, we can stir up this stuff and people can get an emotional thing about it. But real change at the grassroots level starts with accountability. That's where it starts with. A lot of our issues will be resolved when we take accountability, right? It's hard for me to come out and tell somebody else to clean up their house if I don't clean up mine. And then at sometimes clean up yours, you got to sit back and take inventory and say, okay, what are some of the stuff we need to keep? What are some of the stuff we need to throw away? Because a lot of times we keep a lot of stuff and we tolerate a lot of stuff because that's what we used to. We ain't using it no more. It serve us no purpose. So why we continue to hold on to things that are serving us no purpose? That same thing in our community. We continue to hold on and be loyal to leaders who aren't serving us no good, who aren't doing things that they're supposed to do, right? And this is one thing that I understand about governance, right? Governance and government. There's always rules. And the thing about it is these people have benefited from the community not reading and being engaged. And the whole thing about it is, if you don't know something, it's easy for somebody to pull wool over your head. Pull the wool over your eyes, right? And that's the thing. And it's almost like if you look back on it and you go back and you do an inventory. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate it. But if you go back and you do an inventory on a lot of things, what you would see, you would definitely see that going back in history, going back and look at how they did with music and how they use artists and how they did these things. Look at the recent thing with Mr. Tendenism and what he went through with that, right? Those are people who would exploit you if you don't know. Even though you have good intentions, they will exploit you for their own good. And at the end of the day, they want the credit. They don't want to give the credit to where the credit is due, right? And that's one of the things that I said. This is why I've been consistent with my approach with raising awareness, so people can actually see it, with providing information, educate to elevate, because it is important to educate the community, not just sit here and do a lot of talk and rhetoric, right? And it's amazing to me just how much, simply educating the people, providing information, providing links that people can actually go and see how those people that are elected, how all of a sudden now they are claiming that is trying to steal hope, to be divisive and to be disruptive. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention to the things that were shared. I'm not asking you guys to trust anything I say. That's why I have been committed to providing the actual information that you can go and reference yourself, so you can come up with your own opinion, not just trusting in my word, because I don't want anybody to trust my word. I want to provide facts and information so that people can come to an understanding or an agreement for themselves, an opinion for themselves, based off of factual information, not sensationalized or emotional information that has an actual ulterior motive behind it. Now, before I get started on, Albert, I'm coming for you, my boy. But that's something I wanted to do. All right. Now, I've said pretty much I'll say about 95% of the content that I put on here. I raised the question. I said, if I've misspoken, please provide me with credible information, and I will gladly come back on here as loudly as I was to hold people accountable. I will gladly come back on here and admit that I misspoke, right? So, trying to let it load up right now. But I wanted to show you guys something, and this is why I wanted to show it, and I wanted to be transparent, because yesterday, a very credible source shared some information with me, and that information, I really appreciate that information. Now, boy, I tell you, boy, this internet here in Uniontown, it sucks. Just go ahead on and just tell y'all that. But yesterday, I did a post yesterday, last night. I shared it last night. They shared it with me last night, and they shared with me information. And there were two things that I had spoke about, asked questions about, two incidents that I raised questions about. One of the incident was I asked the question about the budget. Now, back in, I think it was December, back in September the 30th, Albert made a post. And on that post, he made a post saying that the Perry County passed an $11 million budget. They passed the budget. Then the next day, October the 1st, he posted another post, and he detailed, he went down the line on some things as far as detailing what all they approved for the on that budget. Now, the thing with that is, and that was the original budget. Fast forward, when I went back on the Perry County website and I saw that they had uploaded a newer version, and I'm sitting there like, dang, they changed the budget. So what I did was I went and I did research on what does Alabama law say about county commission changing budgets. And I want to show you guys here. And here it go. Y'all can see this, right? And y'all see this. I said, Alabama law, what Alabama law says about county commissions amending budgets. And it goes to say, under Alabama law, county commissions can amend their budget, but there are specific statutory rules governing how and when that can happen. Authority to amend the budget. The main statute is Alabama Code 11-8-3, which talks about annual budget. After the county commission adopts the annual budget, which I told y'all they did on September the 30th, it may amend the budget during the fiscal year if necessary. Watch this. The amendment must be approved by an affirmative vote of a majority of the members of the county commission, right? Now, I want y'all to understand something. That is what I was asking, because my question was, when did the county vote on it? Right? When did the county vote on it? Now, this was one of the response that was a little frustrating for me, because when I was talking about that, this was the a comment that Albert made. And I want to give full context so people can understand what I'm saying when I say this. This was under that post, under a post, and Terry Nyman asked a question. She said, good for everyone, right? We'll be interested to see if transparency of the 2026 updated Perry County budget would occur. Now, look at Albert. Y'all see that, right? Perry County Commission District 1, Albert Turner Jr. He said, budgets can be adjusted without a formal amendment if the change on the line item is 10% or less. The budget is a blueprint of how funding for the year will be used. From time to time, adjustments will be made to the budget in order that transparency is present. Sometimes clerical changes may occur because a transposed number may have been miscalculated or printed. Rest assured that Chairman Turner and the commission are in favor of open and transparent policies and procedures. Now, they don't say this. The Alabama Code says that the amendment must be approved by an affirmative vote of a majority of the members of the county commission. Right? It doesn't say anything about a 10% variance. And that was my frustration, because we always get this misinformation by the chairman. And what I asked was, I was asking the question of, hey, when was this voted on? When was this voted on? Right? And the reality, this was the reality. The reality was, I'm finna show you guys when it was voted on. But not only that though, why didn't he provide this information when asked? Why would he go back and put out a false information about it can be adjusted by a 10% variance instead of just admitting the fact that they changed the budget? But I think that Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner didn't want to admit the fact that they secretly changed the budget after it was, because what I showed in my post, if you go to my post and search budget, you will see I showed that he changed some appropriations in that budget. And I think he didn't want to admit that he did that. So that's why he kept it quiet. But thanks to a very credible source, they shared the minutes from the Perry County Commission. And everybody can see right here as it pop up. Look, here it go. I hope everybody can see this, right? You see the State of Alabama Perry County Commission meetings, October the 28th, 2025, right? And they said, be it resolved that Perry County Commission met in its regular session on Tuesday, October the 28th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Albert Turner Senior Courthouse Annex in the Commission courtroom, right? And they talked about who was all there. Everybody was there, and they had a quorum. Now I want to move down because it's two things that I wanted to talk about. One is the budget. The other one is yesterday I made a video because Albert Turner said on the radio yesterday that they were going to pave the parking lot at R.C. Hatch. What I said was they can't do that because they will have to have an agreement and it will have to be approved by the commission to do so. Because that's what Alabama law says. Because Perry County local government is one entity. The Perry County School Board is another entity. That is the Perry County School Board property. So they was the ones responsible for it. Alabama law did state that they could do it, but they had to have an agreement, a signed agreement to do so. Now, I wanted to show you guys what they voted on because it was provided to me last night that they actually voted on it. And I want y'all to see who is responsible for it. And here it go. This is for the school. As you see right here, motion was made by Commissioner Lewis, that's Carlton Lewis, District 5, and second by Commissioner Tony Long to add R.C. Hatch to the Cedar Bluff Road repairs and acquire a memorandum of understanding from the Perry County School Board and R.C. Hatch for the work to be done by the Highway Department. That right there was voted on the 28th. That was not shared with me before I made my video, after I made my video yesterday. That confirms what Alabama law said. That confirms what I said in the video, that they can't just go and do it without having the approval of the Perry County School Board. But Commissioner Lewis, Carlton Lewis, was the one who made the motion to have that added. So Carlton Lewis is the one should get the credit for ensuring that Perry County is going to repay that parking space. Now, that parking space, there's been multiple people. I graduated high school in 1998. And people that graduated around that time, 98, 99, said, man, that parking lot looked like that ever since then. Now, what I wanted to say is, this is great. But why not share that with the people? The same way you've been sharing Cedar Bluff Road. You know why? Because the only reason why Albert been talking about Cedar Bluff Road is because he was trying to show me up to say that something was getting done. He was trying to show me up. And Albert, I appreciate you showing me up. Go ahead on and get that road fixed this week. I appreciate that as a welcome home gift, my boy. I appreciate that as a welcome home gift because you know what? My family lives in Cedar Hill, right off Cedar Bluff Road. That's why I spent a large portion of my childhood riding up and down Cedar Bluff Road. On the backside on Cedar Bluff Road and in front on the road, we're going right in front of Hatch. Going on down there by Mr. Collins, the old Collins store, going up the hill. That's what my granddad used to have a store right up on the hill. So, Albert, that's where I'm from. I appreciate you doing that. But why didn't you talk about R.C. Hatch when you've been talking about Cedar Bluff Road? Because you know why, Albert? You've been throwing Cedar Bluff Road out there forever to try to get political talking points. And you did around election time when you promised that Cedar Bluff Road was going to be completed in October, the beginning of October. Yet and still it's March, and you talking about Cedar Bluff Road now is going to be done again tomorrow. I mean, this week. I'm here in Uniontown, so I'm definitely going to be there. I'm going to be there and watching. But I do want to give a shout out to Commissioner Lewis for doing his job and stepping up and getting that work done for R.C. Hatch. Now I'm going back to the next thing. Everybody see here, when you go down here, they said budget and finance. Motion was made by Commissioner Howes and second by Commissioner Lewis to approve the amendments to the budget. Motion carried, 1 nay by Commissioner Harrison. So that goes to show that they voted to amend the budget. That goes to show that what Albert said about being able to move it as long as it's a 10% variant was a lie. Because state law said they had to vote on it. That's all I was calling for. So my question to Albert Fitzgerald Turner is, why not provide that to the people? You know why? Because you didn't want to look like you had changed it. Because you went in and you changed it. You tried to be slick. And this is what accountability looks like, my boy. And it's time for you to get used to it. My full-time job is going to be accountability. My full-time job is going to be accountability. And Albert, I know you posting on your personal page now because you're scared to post on your commissioner page because you're scared of accountability. You're scared of accountability. And it's going to be there. Get used to it. It ain't going anywhere. And my question is this, with the minutes, why not share the minutes on the county page so the people can go back and read the minutes? Why should the people have to request or go through something special about minutes that they're having at these meetings? Why? You know why? Because you don't want the people to be informed. You want to manipulate the people. That's the God honest truth. But them days over with. So I just wanted to say that I stand corrected. Definitely stand corrected. And this is what I posted. I couldn't get it to pull up, but I'm not afraid or too prideful to be corrected. I'm not afraid or too prideful to be corrected. And I'm a man of my word, and I stand corrected. So with that being said, I stand corrected that I got updated information. They did vote to amend the budget, and Commissioner Lewis made the motion, and they did vote as a commission so that they can repair the parking lot at RC Hatch. So great on that. I stand corrected on that, and I'm screaming as loud from the mountaintop. I stand corrected on those two incidents that I called into question. My other thing counter to that is this. Chairman Turner, if you voted on the amendment, I mean, if you amended the budget, why not just come out and say you did it? Why say that comment like it's a 10% variance? No, it's not a 10% variance. And I just want people to understand, man, I want the community to understand this. And the reason why I say I want the community to understand it is because what is continuing to be done is so many lies are being told to you, right? And the reason why I say lies is because I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand this. All right, now. All right. I want y'all to understand this. Let me go to it. I don't think it's going to pull up. Hopefully it does. All right, got a reel. Here you go. I want y'all to watch this. Let me see, can I get this to pop up? But I want y'all to watch this. And I want y'all to hear directly from the horses. The chairman. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear just from his mouth what he said. His words. It ain't my own. It's his words that he gonna turn around and try to get everybody to believe whatever he say. And we know it's a lie. We know it's a lie. So listen, I want y'all to listen to his words. I want y'all to listen to his words and what he said his daddy told him. What he said his daddy told him. So here you go. Hold on. Let me turn this volume up real quick. Let me turn this volume up because y'all got to hear this. I got to turn this up so y'all can hear it. Hear the chairman. What he said. What the chairman said. All right, here you go.
My daddy told me, just keep my hand, don't you put your hands on them folks' money. I don't care. All the county deputies, Perry County, is majority African American. Money in this county still don't belong to us. We spend it, but it don't belong to us.
Now, hold on. Before I'm gonna I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to hear him say that one more again. Let me turn the volume up so y'all can hear it better. I just want y'all to hear what that man said. What he said his daddy told him. What he said. Here you go.
My daddy told me, just keep my hand, don't you put your hands on them folks' money. I don't care. All the county deputies, Perry County, is majority African American. Money in this county still don't belong to us. We spend it, but it don't belong to us.
If the money belonged to the people of Perry County, and you said yourself that you spending it, then why aren't you showing the people what you're spending the money on instead of putting up these expenditures reports that just say AP clearing an account that you put it in instead of itemizing it and show who and where the money is actually going? The people of Perry County tired of this craziness. And you said that you had a $4.5 million budget for highway budget, but it only showing $22,000 on here. The Barnett King Center, you made promise after promise after promise. The people just want to know where the money and where the contracts are so we can see it. The same thing, the empty promises about the Perry County Jail. Promises over and over. And only thing the people want to know, we want to know how the money in Perry County being spent, and we want to see receipts.
You know, one thing about that.
What's so hard?
Is keep my hand, don't you put your hand.
What's so hard about wanting to see receipts? What's so hard about that? What's so hard about showing the people actually where who and what the money is being spent on? Instead of just putting an AP, right? Just putting an AP clearing account. What's so hard about that? Y'all see, I just want y'all to understand this. Like, that is intentionally being deceptive. Why you don't want the people to know, oh, that's just an account we put the money in. That ain't who you pay. That's not an expense. Look, I just want y'all to see this. For my own personal thing. If I get up there and I say USAA, all my expenditure, and I just put USAA because that's the bank I have, or I go Navy Federal, that's the account that I'm paying the bills out of. They ain't showing me how much I'm paying Alabama Power. They ain't showing how much I'm paying Verizon. They ain't showing how much I'm paying my car insurance. They ain't showing how much I'm paying on my car note. Y'all see what I'm saying? So why would the community tolerate him just saying AP clearing? I just want y'all to understand, like, this is the type of stuff I want the community to think about. And the other thing to think about is, why the payroll changing every month? I know we got hourly employees, but why is there a big drastic difference in payroll every month? And now this is to the other commissioners. Y'all need to get ahead on, or y'all need to get account of what's going on with the county money. Because I promise you, when Albert don't win on May the 9th, May the 19th, when he don't win, that man's going to go on a full-fledged hide and seek, allegedly, with the county money. Y'all better get a hold of it. Them 41 accounts, y'all better get a hold of it and know where every dime is at. I promise y'all, that man going to try to sabotage everything. He's already allegedly said that if he win, he going to make everybody kiss his apple sugar. Just letting y'all know that. That's what the man said. So the thing is, y'all heard of his word. He said his daddy said, don't put your hands on them people money. But okay, if your daddy told you not to do that, then why aren't you showing people the receipts? Why aren't you showing the receipts, Albert? And then on the radio the other day, that man said that phase 2 was going to be the roof. And, yeah, that is not true. Hold on, let me see. The news article was, I think, Channel 12, Channel 12, WSFA. That's what it is. WSFA 12, Perry County. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking up Perry County Barnett King. Was that no, that was WAKA. Gotcha. WAKA Channel 8. I'm trying to go to that article. There you go. Old National Guard in Marion being renovated. And I'm going to it right now because I want the people to see. how lies go. And I know a lot of people don't, you know, this stuff ain't sexy to a lot of people, but I just want y'all to understand. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I want y'all to hear it, right? Yeah, here you go. Here you go right here. That's WAKA Channel 8. This article was on January the 20th. The Old National Guard Army in Marion under renovation. Right, and I don't know if it's going to play. If it is, but while that's loading, if it's going to play, right here, it said phase 1 is to take care of the interior of the facility. Phase 2 would be to take care of the AC, the electrical, heat, and air, said Commission Chairman Albert Turner Jr. That man said on yesterday, he said phase 2 was to redo the roof. Which one? I mean, just what it is. You lie to the newspaper, you lie to the people, you lie, and you want the people to believe and trust your word. Not happening. Not happening. And the people see it now. Now, there are going to be some that still support him because they get something from him. But the community see that his word is not trustworthy. And that's why he's freaking out. The reason why he's freaking out is he can't manipulate. He can't control the narrative the same way that he did before. And he understands that the end is near. He understands the end is near. He understands that the community is awareness is being raised. He understands the community is going to demand accountability. He understands that the community shows up, so he can't spin lies. He's going to try something else tomorrow at the county commission meeting. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of that because he been kicked the can down the road trying to save Beverly Gordon's job for the last few weeks. He tried to act like he didn't know why they voted. They did a motion and it was second to terminate her in her temporary position. He came back and tried to say, well, since she technically not under contract, they couldn't fire her. All of that type of stuff. And the reason why he does that is because we as a community has allowed him to do that. We have allowed him to do that. And as the community continue to see, as the community continue to raise awareness and see for themselves, they will understand, fully understand that, like I said in this post, Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner is so much better to tell the truth than to try to maintain a lie. It's so much better. And the reason why I say it's so much better is because you spend so much time, energy, and effort trying to maintain a lie instead of just telling the truth. Seriously, if you just told the truth, you'll realize life will be so much better. Period. And the other thing is, I'm telling you right now, I'm not being silent. I'm not being silent. I'm looking forward to coming to those county commission meetings. I'm looking forward to getting on the agenda. And y'all know Albert and Barbara Howes is a committee that they did, and I hope that the commission vote those committee down. They shouldn't be the ones that determine who and whatever get on. I should be able to go to my commissioner that's in my district and petition to get on the agenda. It should be that easy. It's nothing crazy. Ain't nothing nothing wrong with that. I should be able to go to my commissioner. My commissioner, as now I live in District 5. That means my commissioner on the Perry County Commission, the person that speaks for me, and that's I'm one of their constituents, is Vice Chairman Carlton Lewis. So that's my representation, right? So at the end of the day, what I want the people to understand, I want the people to see, is understand what truth is, understand what facts are, not allow these people to manipulate you emotionally and be able to come to a conclusion yourself based off of the information that's provided. Like today, I came on and I told the truth, and I'm not afraid to admit that I misspoke because somebody provided me with credible information. And I came back and showed that credible information, and I came back and corrected myself. You see, it's not hard. Where are our elected leaders, where are they standing on to say when they were wrong or they misspoke? I'm not blaming nobody else. I'm not going here. The only reason why I did it because no. Based off of the information that I had at that moment, that's why I spoke the way that I spoke. And I came back and I articulated it and I put it in full context so they can understand it. So I'm not just sitting here trying to point no blame at nobody. I'm owning it. Right? Based off of what Alabama law said, it wasn't any evidence showing that they was aligned with what Alabama law said about the budget and about them doing the road. Once that information was provided, that they voted on it, that aligns with what Alabama law said that they had to do. Now I come back and say I stand corrected. But why on March the 8th that I was shared that information when those minutes was from October the 28th of 2025? Just think about that. Yeah, November, December, January, February. Why 4 months later? And y'all, guess what? I want y'all to understand something. I didn't start on this journey for accountability consistently until the end of October, around Halloween. You know how easy that would have been, Albert, if you just provided those minutes? But you know why you couldn't provide it? Because you've already spun another lie. The lie that the budget. Let me go back to it because it's almost laughable. But budgets can be adjusted without a formal amendment if the change on the line item is 10% or less. Now, for me, I just like to go verify. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me go there. Let me go to. I'm just about to go verify. Can a county budget in Alabama, county budget, this budget, county budget in Alabama be adjusted without a vote by the commission if it's under a vote by the commission. I'm just waiting on that because I like to provide verifiable, truthful, factual information, right? And I want y'all to, man, this thing is crazy, man. Listen, this is the chairman of the Perry County Commission. And I'm going to show y'all his words. And right after I show y'all his words, I'm going directly to what Alabama law says. All right. So here you go. Y'all see that Perry County Commission Chairman, District 1, Albert Turner. Budgets can be adjusted without a formal amendment if the change on the line item is 10% or less. Right. Let's go to what the Alabama law says. Can a county budget be adjusted without a vote by the commission? No. No. It goes back to what I said earlier. After a county budget is adopted, any amendment, not a 10% variance, any amendment to the budget must be approved by an affirmative vote of the majority of the county commission. And I'm going to wait. And look, here it goes. This is the Alabama law right here. We talking about annual budgets. And this goes to say what a budget is. This governs how they're supposed to do a budget. And let me see if I can find amendments. Down here in G, The budget may be amended during the fiscal year as determined necessary by affirmative vote of a majority of the members of the county commission. Watch this. No amendment may authorize an expenditure which exceeds the anticipated revenue of the county except as otherwise specifically authorized by general law. That is another clear example of how the chairman just lies. Does he not know? Like, he loves to say this, and I got a video coming out of him talking about, hold on, let me get something to drink. Let me get something to drink. Let me get my voice. People, they don't understand the complexities of county government. They don't know the ins and the outs and the ends, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, the sideways and the turnarounds of the county government. They don't understand. It's so complex. Is it really? I just read what the law said. The law said, you gonna get him out? Come here, Peanut. Peanut. Come here. But the law said, come here, Peanut. Come here. I want to show, come here. I want y'all to see my man. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's my man, Peanut. Peanut, you gonna say hey? You ready to sing for him? All right. Hey, we're going to break this up so y'all can... Hold on. Calm down. Y'all ready for Peanut to sing? All right. I'm going to do the rendition that I did the other day. Albert Fitzgerald Turner, this is dedicated to you. I know you want me to leave you, but I refuse to let you go. 'Cause accountability is coming, G. And I want you to know that you ain't free. Ain't too proud of that. Sing it, Peanut. All right. All right. Sing it. Sing it. You good? You good? You got it out? Hey, Peanut. Peanut. You let Albert know that accountability is here? Huh? You let him know that accountability is here, man? This is my man, Peanut. I'll tell you, even the dog know the accountability coming. You can't hide from it. It's there, my boy. It's there. But look, the law, that's what the law said. I'm reading you guys exactly what Alabama law said, right? I'm reading to you exactly what Alabama law said. Not what Robert Shepard said, not what I think, exactly what the law says. It is not complex. You know why governance is not complex? Because laws are written. Laws are written. Look, I got a saying. You're going to get down or you're going to stay here. I got a saying that I say, one of my quotes is, the simplicity of life is that life is all about choices. And each choice, there's a consequence, either good or bad. The complexity of life is that we want the freedom to make the choice, but we also want the ability to choose the consequences. That's what it's all about. See, the manipulation, right? The manipulation, Hicks Johnson, you crazy. The manipulation and lying to people and all that, that's what complex. Telling the people the truth is what it is. You can't change the budget. You have to have it amended. That's why he silently had it amended. And he didn't want to come back and say that he changed it. Why? Because he wanted to deceive the people. Why? When you go in and you look at the old budget versus the new budget, what you will see is, you will see he changed appropriations to indigent services. So he had originally $75,000 to earmark to sowing seeds of hope and he had like 5,000 to choice. Then the new one, he took Sowing Seeds of Hope allocation from 75,000 to 65,000. Then he added 10,000. He added 5,000 to the 5,000. So Choice got 10,000. Then he added 5,000 to Project Grace. He also took some money and he did a lot of other things. I got a whole post that I did that did a comparison of the two budgets that showed that it was well over a 10% variance. He changed $80,000 from the revenue that he said that they were getting from the landfill. It was originally $1,083,057. On the new one, it showed it was $1,003,057. Why are you doing that? That's why he didn't want the people to know that the budget was changed, because he assumed that nobody would be watching. He assumed that nobody would be paying attention. He made those assumptions because he don't think that the people of Perry County are intelligent enough to hold him accountable. And he thinks he can do whatever he chooses to do. The people are intelligent. And I ain't got nothing but time. I ain't got to go to work. I'm here doing the service for the people of Perry County. And guess what, Albert? I ain't getting paid to do this. I do this because I love my community. You know, that's different. You know, I ain't using nobody to get something. I'm doing this because I know our community deserves better. And leaders like you, I'm telling y'all, look, y'all think I be joking. Y'all need to watch. Y'all think I'm joking. Watch. And I'm saying this because birds of a feather flock together. Anybody can choose to support whoever they support. Watch who these people support. Watch who these people endorsing. I'm just telling you, watch it. And I'm saying that for a reason. All these people trying to do these soft endorsements and trying to be slick with it. Watch. And I'm saying that especially to these preachers. Stand on business. Stand on business, man. I'm disappointed. I'm beyond disappointed. You can support whoever you want to support, but stand on business and do it. Don't try to be slick with it. If you're going to endorse somebody, endorse them fully. Don't hide behind nothing. Stand on business. I'm just telling you. And if you can support whoever you want to support, but I would tell you this, right? I would tell you this. You judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. But also, too, you judge somebody by the company that they keep. You judge somebody by the company they keep. And I just want, man, look, I just want people to fully understand that, to fully look at that. Only thing I'm doing is I intentionally show people how I go and I ask questions, how I use certain tools to get the information. And the reason why I intentionally do that is because I want the community to know that it's not as difficult as a lot of people think. See, I could be somebody to be like, oh, well, you know, I know how to do this. It ain't about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. I promise you it's not about me. And I want people to understand it. Look, man, it is so much other stuff. It's so much other stuff that goes on, and so much other stuff that people try to be manipulative on, especially Chairman Turner. And I'm so sick. I just got to say this. And Wilbur said, every dark room has light. You just have to find the right switch so everyone can see what's on the inside. That is so true. But I'm so sick of, and I'm being honest with you. One of the things I saw I've been watching it, observing it the last few years, but it's kind of come to head with me. And this past weekend, it just kind of pissed me off, kind of makes me nauseated at how so many people have prostituted the civil rights movements for their own personal agendas. These same people, they show up to these events as if they are championing all of the sacrifice, all of the hard work, all of the stuff that these people did. And many of these people are living in our community today that sacrifice so that I can have a better life because of their sacrifice. But then you got people that got to these elected positions, and the only thing they do is pimp out, prostitute the ideology of civil rights movement just for their own personal gain. And for those same people that are in decision-making position, the same people that are in decision-making positions are the same ones that are oppressing the very own people that they're claiming that they represented and what they did in civil rights area. They're the very same ones doing it. The very same ones doing the same practices that they claim that the quote-unquote Jim Crow and white man and the oppressor did to the black folks before. Now the only difference is we share the same skin tone, and we come in your house and come into your church and ask you to vote straight ticket for you. And then we're going to talk about, we got to keep us in there now. I know y'all may not like them, but they keep on keeping us in there. For what? I don't give a crap what color you are. I want better. I want better roads. I want better infrastructure. I want to be able to turn my water on, don't have to worry about I want to be able to wash my clothes and don't have to worry about my clothes getting dirty. I want to be able to not worry about if I got some type of bacteria in there so it's messing up my stomach in my goddamn water. And that's the stuff I'm talking about. And we sitting around here talking about, well, us versus them, and you know them white folks. Y'all know them. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all bet them white folks, them white folks holding us down. I'm telling y'all now, them white folks, they go, man, Perry County, 80% black. 80% black. That means 8 out of every 10 people in Perry County is black. So why are we playing the race card? We've been in charge. Listen, I want y'all to understand this. There's in the two cities listen to this. In the two cities in Perry County, the 2 towns in Perry County, Marion and Uniontown, you have a total of 10 council members. Y'all know how many council members are white? 2. Ann Lee Croy in Marion and Dudley Long in Uniontown. That means that the other 8 are black. Both mayors are black. County commission, 60% black. 3 out of the 2 are black. So out of 15 elected officials at the city, out of 17 elected officials, 4 of them are black. 4 of them are white. Now let me get my calculator, because I'm doing basic math right now. Let me get my calculator. 4 divided by 17. 24%. So still 8 out of 10. That's what that's reflective of the population in Perry County. 7.6, 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 elected officials are white, which is basically equivalent to the 8 out of 10 versus the population. But the white man is the one oppressing people in Perry County. What does MAGA or the white people, what does they have to do with towns passing the audit or doing the audit? What do they have to do with towns having a budget? What do they have to do with the county showing an expenditure report that has items on it that shows who was actually being paid instead of an AP clean? Y'all do know that, right? That the chairman and the vice chairman of the Perry County Commission are both black. That the two people that work in the county administrative office are both black. That the clerk that work in the chairman office is black. Y'all do know that, right? So why we always want to play that race card and try to act like it's racial when it comes to the lack of decisions or the incompetence of our elected officials? And they play that same card over and over and everybody jump on it. I ain't never seen that bad, man. I mean, I'm telling you, I've never seen it this bad, especially in Marion. Why? Because as I go around and you know, the rumors, them folks said that I was a MAGA supporter. They said I support Donald Trump. They said they said that I supported Jim Crow. I know they probably say I'm a Sambo. I know they said that white folks controlling me. I'm a puppet for the white people because I'm calling accountability. They say, man, why you ain't talking about Donald Trump? Why you ain't talking about what Donald Trump got to do with Perry County? I just want people to understand it. And that's the thing about it. And and this is the funny thing. I call hypocrisy out. I made a post yesterday about the characteristics of President Donald Trump, his patterns of behavior, and how they very similar to Albert. But some of the people that support Trump, they give him a pass when he exhibit that behavior, but they want to crucify Albert for exhibiting the same behavior. And on the other side, it's people that support Albert who give Albert the benefit of the doubt when he exhibit that behavior, but want to crucify Donald Trump for exhibiting the same behavior. That's hypocrisy. The standard is the standard. Accountability, it is what it is. I don't care what race it is. I don't care what political party. I don't care about that. I want what's better in the community. And that comes from accountability. And if y'all seen it, what accountability does, Albert, accountability to make you jump. You sure been jumping lately, my boy. You been jumping and making things shake. But why you ain't posting on your page like that no more? Albert, you ain't posted nothing about money lately. You scared? Don't tell me this outsider who back home got you scared, man. Albert, you shouldn't let nobody scare you, especially if you're telling the truth. Accountability should be scared. You should welcome it, my boy. Are you scared to be fact-checked with the truth because you're not providing the truth to the people? Don't be scared, Albert. Please don't. Don't do that. Don't be scared, okay? Don't be scared, all right? I will go back to the dollar store. I'll go to the Dollar Tree and I'll buy you some of them butter cookies, okay? And I get you a fruit. I give you a box of juice like we used to serve on free lunch. I'll get that for you. I'll bring that to you so you won't be scared, all right? Don't be scared, Albert. Just tell the goddamn truth, my boy. And you the gift that keep on giving. I know you watch it. I know you watch it. You know how I know you watch it? Because you're always talking about it. So why you still got me blocked on your page, but then you sneaking on my page through other means? And y'all, if y'all think I'm joking, I want y'all to understand this. Look, I'm going up to the courthouse this week to inquire about doing an event on the courthouse lawn. Right? Albert did one, and if he did one, it's supposed to be open to everybody. And I'm gonna inquire because if there's a charge to it, I want to see what that charge he paid for. I'm just telling you that right now. I want to see if he paid a charge. Cause he ain't paying nothing to use the courthouse lawn. I ain't paying a dime as a resident of Perry County. And guess what, Albert? I ain't gonna be using no power or nothing like that. I'm gonna be out on the lawn. I'm gonna come out there. I got a Wi-Fi router that will be out there, be showing people how to register to vote. Be a voter drive. Not only that, showing people how to file complaints. And we'll have complaints to the Alabama Ethics Committee out there, blank forms. I'm gonna coordinate to have a notary out there so we can get stuff notarized right then and there. We will come together. We'll organize. We'll get letters and we'll get stamps so that we can We can put that in there, get it notarized. I have a copy out there so we can make copies. So like you got copies of everything that we sent in. We have phones out there. People can make phones. We can show you how to do it. We're going to inform the community on how the community can hold these goddamn elected officials accountable. Not only that, we're also going to have I'm going to draft up a letter to request paperwork to request public records. To request it. I'm telling you, to request those public records. And I will have a draft email and I'll have a draft letter. And that day, while we out there, you can just put your name in there. You can put on there what you want. We will show you how to structure it. And then guess what? We're going to print it off. And you can sign it and we can put it in and we can hand walk it in. And guess what? If we got to organize to where one of the best thing to do, not even hand walk it in, we can walk across the street to the post office and sign up for certified mail. We ain't even got to do that either. We can get all of those names while we there. We can go either straight over to the city hall in Marion. If there's some that want to do it for Uniontown, we can take it back to the city hall in Uniontown and we can go right in there to the county administration office and we'll give it to the chairman. All of those letters, and we'll do it while we videoing so they have proof that those letters was given to them just in case they misplaced them. And if they misplaced them, guess what? We got copies. We're not playing. We're not coming to play. I'm just letting the people know that we're not coming to play. And I promise you, this is going to get organized. It's going to get organized. It's going to take some effort from the community. This is a community effort. This ain't just talk. This ain't just talk. This is about that life. It's about doing what we got to do to move the county forward. And I will tell y'all, if y'all think them jokers scared now, watch when them requests go in. And we'll have a petition. That petition that is there, we'll have petitions there to remove Dexter Hinton as the mayor. You know why? Because, matter of fact, hold on. While we here, I'm glad. I'm glad. Thanks, Hicks Johnson. I appreciate that. And I'm pulling this up so we can, no, Wilbur Barnfield, I don't have to have a permit to have a gathering, if I go through the county, because the county courthouse is county property. Right? County courthouse is county property. Right? And I'm just being honest with you. But I will make sure that all the laws, and I promise you this, if y'all try to do some shenanigans because this is being done, I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty for you. Because I will call the news station. I will call the news station. The same way Albert called the news station, I will call the news station. I will go up to Montgomery to the courthouse and have a demonstration up there and go live from the courthouse to call y'all out for y'all shenanigans. I'm just telling you, I will organize veterans across the state of Alabama about this foolishness. I will do everything that I can do to make sure that we get justice in Perry County. And it ain't personal. This is 100% about business. I'm typing something up right now. But I'm 100% about it. And this ain't no joke. I'm telling y'all, like I said, the next phase is the next phase is action. And the people continue to ask, well, how these people stay in office? They stay in office. They stay in office because the people don't do complaints. They don't because the information is there. We just have to make the complaints. Now, I asked this question. What can a mayor in Alabama be impeached for? Right? In Alabama, a mayor can be impeached and removed from office under state law, primarily under Alabama Code 36-11-1 and some specific municipality statutes. The law lists several general grounds for impeachment that applies to the mayor and many public officials. Grounds for impeachment: willful neglect of duties, intentionally failing to perform required duties of the office. Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel that Dexter, as the mayor, has intentionally failed to perform his duties as the mayor? Corruption in office, bribery, misuse of authority, misuse of public office, or illegal financial conduct. Incompetency, being able to properly perform the responsibilities of the office. Intemperance, substance abuse, excessive use of alcohol or drugs to the point it makes the mayor unfit for office. Any offense involving moral turpitude, crimes showing dishonesty or immoral conduct, such as fraud, theft, etc., committed while in office or connected to the office. So we can sign a petition, and there's rules out there for it, right? And they got the rules in here. Watch this. It's a lot more in there, right? And this is not a threat. This is the action of the people. And I want the people to realize it's going to take it. And don't let nobody scare you. A lot of people fear repercussion. I'm telling y'all right now, if we doing this and something coming back out on that, oh, that's just making it worse for them. Just tell you that right now. I'm letting you know that right now. Right? And it's all about raising awareness. And we're going to continue to raise awareness for the community, in the community, so people can understand what's going on. But it is coming. It is happening. And just please understand that this is the information. I will coordinate with a few people and get that information out. And, you know, so we can come together as a community. We don't need to be out there alone. We can get in there. We can handle business and do the things that we need to do. But more to follow with this. The way change is going to happen in Perry County is going to be from a grassroots perspective. And grassroots perspective means we got to hold these elected officials accountable. People in Perry County, let's pack the courthouse annex tomorrow. Pack it, that house. Let's show up and be in the building and let them people know that we mean business. You know why? This is an election year. They work for us. You ain't doing what we need you to do. Hey, get on out of there. And Albert, again, let me know, man. Let me know, because I know I got a good feeling that the commission gonna vote you out. I'll come help you move your office. I got a few boxes left over from my move. I can bring you a box to help you walk across back there and get your butt out of that courthouse. You guys have a great, blessed, and wonderful day. And again, if I misspoke, please provide me with credible information so I will gladly come back on here and say that I misspoke, say that I was wrong, right? And I will do that. And also go check out Educate to Elevate 334 on YouTube. Please go and subscribe. This content will be posted over there. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. God bless.